So in this video, I'm going to discuss the misconceptions that usually people have about eating disorders. So I'm just going to jump straight into it. People with eating disorders are easy to identify. That is totally not true, because looking at me, you would not think that I have an eating disorder, would you? I have never been properly underweight. I have been healthy weight, I have been overweight. I've definitely never been emaciated, so you could definitely not tell. People with eating disorders hate food. Again, that is so not true. I love my food, and I know a lot of people with anorexia who just love their food, but obviously their mind doesn't let them eat it. People with eating disorders are always emaciated. Like I said in my last point, they definitely aren't. You can be overweight, you can be obese with an eating disorder. It just doesn't matter about your weight, it just minds about your mental health and your actual mind. Eating disorders are only a problem with food. Nope, wrong again. They are a mental illness, they affect everything you do. Obviously you obsess about food, but you also have like low self-esteem usually. You don't feel confident, you just have all these racing thoughts in your mind all the time, and it's definitely not just about food. Food is like a symptom of an eating disorder, not an actual eating disorder. Bulimics always purge by vomiting. No, I used to purge by vomiting, but I know a lot of people that use exercise instead to vomit. Well, exercise instead to purge, or they use laxatives or diuretics and stuff like that. People with eating disorders are vain. That is so far from the truth. In fact, people with eating disorders probably have one of the lowest self-esteems you can probably find. You choose to have an eating disorder. This one makes me so mad, because people used to say this to me all the time, like, oh, why don't you just stop and stuff. You do not choose to have this. I would never choose to have racing thoughts all the time. I'd never choose to make myself throw up like several times a day. I would not choose to eat very out of date food just because I had to stuff my face and get the emotions out and stuff. I would not choose this. I wouldn't even give this to my worst enemy, because you just would not choose this. It is with you 24/7. You cannot stop your thoughts, and anyone who thinks that you choose this just could not be more wrong. Eating disorders are just a phase. Well, if they're just a phase, then I've been going through this phase for 7 years. That is just not right. People can deal with eating disorders for years and years and years, and yeah, it's just definitely not a phase. So that's all for this video. Hope you liked, and see you again soon.